Of 3. Welcome to today's edition, or should I say the Friday's edition of Hot Facts on 92.3 Niger Info. I'm not really happy that we've got into Friday already, because there are so many things to talk about. You and I, of course, on Hot Facts, and I don't know. I'm not so happy today is Friday, but hey, I've got interesting conversations lined up for you and I to have from now up until 7. So you want to stay glued to your radio set, because the conversation cannot happen without you on the other side of the radio. I am Kalada Kurubatabo, but you can call me Kalada, and without wasting any more time, I think it's time for me to go straight into my unpopular opinion. For as many of you who do not know, my unpopular opinion is what I think about something that I might have seen or observed in a society, in Rivers State, in maybe a particular local government, and I bring it here and you and I will talk about it. We don't necessarily have to agree, and that's how conversations for development are usually like. I mean, if we all agree, then I don't know, I don't think there'll be growth, because you would think differently and I will think differently. But there's something I want to implore you to do, which is, when we have these conversations, most especially the unpopular opinion segment, I do think that we should go beyond the periphery and go deep, reading between the lines. That's what I really want us to do. So yeah, sometimes we might disagree on the surface level, but if we go deep down, something different might just occur, some kind of epiphany, right? Okay, that being said, remember 4 o'clock we would have a conversation, and I'm looking at having the conversation on the statement made by the president, the outgoing president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I'm talking about His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, and he said it is un-Nigerian. Should I let the cat out of the bag? Just stay tuned. You find out what is on Nigerian. Stay tuned. The 5 o'clock hour, we would have the resident doctors come into the studio and tell us what the problem is this time. Because for the past 4 years or thereabout, the National Association of Resident Doctors have gone on strike in each of that year, or each of the years, I should say. After that, the major news will come by 6, and after the major news by 6, the open season, where you get to contribute on any of the conversations that we must have had on the show for today's edition. All right, that being said, my unpopular opinion, this is how I tagged it this way. The floods are coming. It's raining in some parts of Rivers State right now. It's raining where I am. It's drizzling, I should put it that way. The floods are coming. Federal government needs over $20 billion to dredge Niger, Benue, Kaduna Rivers. Federal government needs over $20 billion to dredge Niger, Benue, Kaduna Rivers. Before I read from the Daily Trust an article with a similar headline, I want to remind you that NIMET gave a forecast not too long ago that there will be flooding again this year, and this time the flooding will be even more dangerous. The flooding will be more severe than it was last year. And you remember, because I was in the forefront of the flooding report in Rivers State. Of course, Rivers State will still be a part of the states that will be affected by flooding this year. I was in the deep of the report on flooding last year. I went to the Awudu region and I saw things for myself. I did. I saw things for myself, and trust me, the floods were severe. Also, in some parts of Port Harcourt, we saw flash flooding, we saw the water come, the water go. All of those things will be more severe this year. The forecast is there, just like the forecast was there last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that one as well. The forecast is there. The rains are here already. But the article that I want to read from is also giving us another kind of warning, which is where my unpopular opinion has emanated from. So, just give me a minute or two while I read from this article. Managing Director, Hydroelectric Power Producing Areas Development Commission, IPADEC, Alhaji Abubakar Yelwa, has said the dredging of River Niger, River Benue, and River Kaduna to check perennial flooding in affected areas will cost over $20 billion US dollars. He said this on Thursday, yesterday that is, at the 2023 stakeholders meeting on flood mitigation and other related issues held in Ilorin, the Kwara State capital. Yelwa said the clamor by Nigerians for the dredging of the affected rivers will be difficult for the federal government to handle without intervention from international donor agencies. Just for emphasis sake, because I like to emphasize on things, I read that side, that paragraph I just read again. Yelwa said the clamor by Nigerians, underline the clamor by Nigerians, for the dredging of the government. Interesting. First of all, I want to conversations that we've been having, not just here, several platforms, have been very effective, and they must have heard